This is a correspondence intended to benefit the poor persons in Gaza. If you're like me, which is to say, I don't know the best term for myself, a street urchin or something. I grew up in the city of Pittsburgh. You wonder at the sort of procedures that can gain you an audience and acceptance and fraternity among the upper class and the successful. And it never seems to go your way, you know. First thing, there's certain bylaws that come with the cosmic consciousness of like university correctness, things that you never do. For example, you never say that the Jews are liars, slanderers, filthy cheats. You don't do that. Not when they steal from you, not when they rob museums, not when they hire thugs to brutalize you, lie about you, lie to your face, not when they make up sadistic, dirty names for your sister, names the Frank Zappa variety. You never call the Jews for what they are. It was interesting to see Antonio Guterres of the United Nations fall prey to the attempts to sidestep, facing up to what the Israelis are. He dissembled on the subject of the fact that, well, a Palestinian journalist was sniper shot and a funeral procession for her attacked and barbarously subjected to Israeli police brutality, and the various assassinations and cold-blooded mass murders committed by the Israelis over the years. Because he knew that even though he knows how to pronounce the journalist's name, he knew that the audience didn't. And so he attempted to sidestep the fact that he realized that no people in their right mind would sit still being subjected to what the Palestinians have been. And he fell prey to, well, another example of this is Robert Kennedy, RFK Jr. I have to get the better of my mirth on that one. He was slandered in the usual style of the Israeli flash mob scene that you get out of American media. He was horrifically slandered by them. And he was backed into a corner and he took the usual song and dance of wiggling his tail and saying, "Nobody's more Israeli than me." And then they scampered him up a tree. And he sat there for 2 weeks of genocidal bombardment of Palestinian children, women and children, in residential areas being reduced to rubble by gleeful Hitler youth in Israel IDF uniform, and said nothing, whimpering and biting his nails because he doesn't dare cross the Israeli peace line. And then there's Joe Biden. Oh my God, Joe Biden. He goes around sniffing little girls' hair as though hair, you mean as in the woman, the Jew girl who made off with my daddy before we don't know who, who killed him? Took me to see the Broadway musical Hair. Then they locked me in a crate with a little girl, sniffing little girl's hair, and they said I was sniffing when they brutally took me out and gassed me. And we're supposed to play like Biden didn't know. Biden, the good boy, in panty-doo love slavery for the Israelis. Those are the things you never say. Because you'll cross the UW, oh, Obama, oh, he's a caution. Obama will say, "Ha," at you. And he will come at you. Look, let me give you a small taste of what they... My father was an American educator and World War II veteran. Maybe you can tell certain things about me from my name, being from Plymouth Meeting, from my grandfather's estate signed by the full staff of the Pittsburgh rival, St. Louis Post-Dispatch, a good Cardinal kid in Pittsburgh Pirates country, beaten half to death. They deafened me. They used, yes, a nerve agent on me, developed by a prison psychiatrist from Attica State Prison named Wattenmaker. Get that one. Wattenmaker. How's that for a Frankenstein laboratory name? From the university they call Pitt. They prance around saying, we got a call from somebody who remembers you from a pinball joint when you took a pull shot for him and he won the game. We're gonna get you, queer ball. And in this madhouse, they have these jackals of learning, conniving with Putin, and poaching Mackenzie Shirella, and then putting it into a spinner beanie of wise beards Taliban about Palestine and Israel and Obama. And Obama will say, whoosh at you. You called the Israelis a liar. Don't call the Israelis a liar, because they only murdered your father. They only stole from the museum. And you are white. Remember, in the New Order, the Organized Powers of Seattle, the white is at the bottom. Yes, if you don't believe that, ask the basketball man, Sherman Alexie. He'll talk to Kim over in North Korea. Hey, Kim, Quirrell, we got some reports from Joel Kaplan about him. This is what they have wired up. These sadistic, stupid, evil, nerve agent inventing psychopaths that they say don't call them liars. Don't call them liars. Don't call them liars. That goes against rule number 42A1C. And you know what they'll do? Let me tell you what they use on me. They used a nerve agent. They used Flow Glow. They used Quick Easy. This was when I was, that stuff was when I was 12. They used slaughtering repeated blows to the head. That was when I was 12. They used disturbing sex from adults beating me. And that was when I was 13. They used heart medicine that sent me into flutter. They gave me diabetes, Parkinson's. They used scabies on me. They threatened me with AIDS. They murdered someone who was a namesake of a doctor who testified that I had been beaten and horribly, as I claim. They did something that caused I had to get laser surgery to my eyes, and I have Parkinson's from them. They poisoned me in the mouth and left all of these intriguing pseudo messages about COVID-19 before they did it. And they call themselves Seattle, Washington. They have spinner beanies. And they vote for the Navajo now. They don't vote for the white. They don't vote for the white. And they make off with millions of dollars in museum books that they reappropriated. Don't say they stole it. Don't say they stole it. They reappropriated it. So,